Before we get absolutely shit-faced, I'd like to remind everybody that this podcast contains two very pissed-up gays of their opinions, rants and raves in life, and overall explicit content which we know you love. Everyone and anyone is welcome to this podcast, so strap yourselves in, pour yourself a large one, down it just like us, and pour another, and let's get this going, and let's read between the wines. So I had to chug some pills back then and burp and sort myself out before we started recording.
Is it that bad to be recording again?
Well, no, not really, but we all have a... When I say pills, it's fucking headache tablets. I'm about to start chugging some ecstasy back. I just needed to burp, I needed to take some headache tablets because I've got bad headache, and now we're ready to go. But
we are.
Back.
Yes.
After a little break, and I'll take full responsibility for that little break because I was too busy jet-setting, travelling around here, there and everywhere.
Indeed.
The plan was to try and record before the trip, but shit got in the way.
Yeah, well, exactly. Life got in the way.
So yeah.
As it does.
It does, but we're here.
We're back. Yeah, we haven't been that far. We haven't been gone that
I've
long.
been far.
You've been very far.
I have. I've been like very far, but yeah, it's been fun. It's been a enlightening experience for me. Sorry, I'm just moving my mic. It's been an enlightening experience to see different parts of the...
Pray, Love.
What's that?
I mean, isn't that awful film with Julia Roberts?
Juliet Robbins?
Julia Roberts.
I don't know, I've never seen it. Was it loosely based on what I've been up to the last couple of weeks?
No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is at all.
Well, yeah. And we've got tan.
And we got a tan. Hey, that's good.
Although I am like fucking beetroot red at the moment, but when you look at me against the backdrop that we have of all these lights, I kind of look brown. So it's all
you
good.
are brown. I would say you're brown.
That's all good.
I think you've tanned very well.
Well, can only get better, can't it? It can only get better. But anyway, new lights. We've not spoke about the new
lights as well. Yeah, exactly.
In the 2-week break that we've had.
Exactly. Yeah,
we've
it's
got new lights.
They multiply like rabbits in this room.
Yeah, they do. I dread to see the electricity bill, but we've got lots of neon lights. But yeah, what's the new ones? It says stop thinking, start drinking, and then
we got another one. What do we have?
Yeah, there was another one. I can't remember. Was it You Glow Girl?
Oh, I think we had You Glow Girl.
I feel like that was here
time.
already.
Yeah. No,
who knows?
This is the one.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I lose fucking track. Our poor little wine ones though are looking a little bit dead. Sad. So maybe that one doesn't even look on.
No, it doesn't look on at all.
I mean, you can't fucking notice it anyway against the... Shall we try and switch that one on? I don't know. Is it on?
It should be on. I'm sure our listeners don't want to have a look for that for next time.
Yeah, well, that one's... Yeah, I feel like there's always a malfunction your side with lighting.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Maybe I'm giving off some pollution that distracts the lights from working.
Anyway, those lights are coming to the end of their shelf life, so maybe we need to buy some new wine glasses.
We need another glass, girl.
Yes, the last thing we need is another light. But anyway, yeah, I feel like before we even get into all of this and before we even get into the news, I've got to shout out, and I think I already did, but you know how much I'm obsessed with Jaguar Evermore.
Exactly,
you know how much I love her.
Absolute queen.
From the day we saw a video on YouTube, I've been fucking hooked. And I remember, I said when we first saw that video, I don't know who she is, but I've got to find her and tell her how much I fucking love her.
You did.
And we found her, I found her. And she's the most amazing, beautiful, crazy, but we all love crazy. She's just fucking amazing, and I think she fucking rocks.
Yeah.
I love everything she stands for. She's got the same personality as what I've got.
100%.
So yeah, I've just got before I even start this episode, I have to shout out about how much I love her.
Yeah, big up Mother Jaguar.
Yes, girl, big up Mother. Because tell you now, you give me life. So yeah, that's just while it was in my head, I love her.
She's a fierce woman.
She's fierce. She's fabulous. She's crazy. She's confrontational when it's needed.
Indeed.
She's argumentative when it's needed.
Indeed.
When she's got to tell people how it is.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and we're living for you.
Yeah,
living for you right now.
Yeah.
Well, when we're out in LA, we'll have to.
When we're out in LA, I'm definitely going to go find her. And I need to buy you a bottle of champagne or something to say how much I love you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
And she asked how the podcast was going, which to be honest, is just life, isn't
Yeah,
it?
no, absolutely, yes. Support each other. That's what it's all about. Support each other. That's what we're doing.
I replied to her and I said, I'm going to have to get you on here at one point.
Oh my God.
Even if we dial her in.
That's going to have to be like a 3-hour epic.
Funny enough, though, she's on Bigo, isn't she? Like, I used to be on Bigo.
Oh, yes, she
I don't know if she's
is.
still on Bigo. I'll ask her.
Yeah,
I don't know if she's still on there, but I used to be on there.
Yeah.
I earned some good money on there back in the day. Pimping myself out during furlough.
Girl's got to do what a girl's got to do.
Well, girls got to eat.
Girl's got to eat.
Before we go into the news, I have to rant about, and I said this to you, keeps going in my head and out of my head. Obviously, we've spent a lot of time this week in a hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Family, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're on the up now. But
Yeah.
one thing I will rant about, and it really got my back up yesterday, was when we walked past that fucking convict that was like chained to the bed with two police officers there. And he had the cheek to look me up and down as I'm walking past. I was like, why are you reading me? You're in handcuffs in a hospital with two police and you're reading me as I walk past? What? Like, he literally
I'm not the state.
He looked like really looked me up and down in my outfit as if to say, what the fuck are you wearing? I'm like, bitch, you are in handcuffs. And not in a good way. You're in handcuffs chained to police officers.
Ridiculous.
And you're sitting there reading me. I was like, are you fucking kidding? Are you actually kidding? What a cheeky fucking bastard.
That's really stupid.
I was like, how are you looking at me up that way? You're in jail. You're in jail and you're chained to police officers with a fucking sick bucket.
Yeah.
Probably not ill at all.
No,
because
exactly,
you don't want to be in that police cell, and you're sitting there looking at me like I look like a bag of shit.
You're travelling half around the world and he's travelling to a hospital.
I thought, listen, we're all for being chained up with handcuffs, but when it's to an actual police officer in a hospital, kind of draw the line at it.
Yeah, I don't think you see any pornos with that kind of vibe going on.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe like naughty convict gets taken to hospital because, you know, he's got a blocked opening and like sexy police officers are handcuffed to him, and maybe they like, I don't know, shove their cocks down his... Look at me!
You're getting carried away now.
I'm getting carried away now.
Back on point.
Well, you know. I bet you there are some pornos like that.
Yeah, actually, now that I say that, that's probably...
There's definitely police pornos that exist.
Oh,
I watched
for sure.
one.
Yeah.
I used to watch one all the time. I loved it. And it was like a guy that was in jail, and the police officers like had these like large truncheons, and then they like got out their truncheon.
It suddenly made me think of that line from Fascinating Aida, and I love the feeling of a truncheon between my tits.
We all have a feeling of a truncheon between our tits. Anyway, that's rant. Quick rant. Yeah, it fucked me off. I got read for filth by a convict. Okay. Anyway, let's go into the news.
Yeah.
One thing I've put, this isn't really news, but I've got to bring it up, is titty lady at the window. Like, I can't even deal. That has gone viral.
I don't even know her name. That's really bad.
I'll find out. You know, I'll find out everyone's name.
Yeah.
Oh, her name's Lisa.
Lisa.
I saw her interview of her. Her name's Lisa.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know her surname, but I'm pretty sure I can find it out. Only like that sort of thing would happen to me. Like I would try and climb in the window, and my trousers would. Imagine like literally just a pair of balls just sticking to the window.
But I love the reaction of her sister. It was her sister, wasn't it? Just like creasing up, like not even trying to help, because at that point it's just too far
that
gone.
She just had these giant titties pressed up against the window. I was like, fucking hell. She could try to pull it up, but it just was too much. Oh god, that's gone viral. But that was actually June last year they filmed that. But it's only just gone viral.
Okay.
But you already see like the marketing brains
everywhere.
of like big companies using it. But yeah, I fucking love. If you listen to, you won't listen to this podcast, but Titty Lady, like we'll have you on any day.
Titty Lisa, you're
Titty
fabulous.
Lisa.
You're fabulous.
Anyway, back to news. So, Charlie Kirk has hit the headlines. The gay LGBTQ plus headlines. For those that don't know Charlie Kirk, he is very famous for his controversial views on Turning Point USA and many other YouTube channels and news outlets within the US. He's quite a controversial figure.
Yeah, he's quite a conservative Republican.
Very conservative, very Republican. Really gets the Liberals' backs up.
Yeah.
But he's hit the headlines this week, and he weighed in on the January the 6th Capitol riots. So he said this week that instead of people rioting at the Capitol, they should have just had gay sex instead. Now that got me thinking. He said rioters would have got away with their crimes if they had taken some time to have some anal fun. Now, I don't know where the fuck he was going with this, but it sounds fun. Actually, I do know where he's going with this. So he's referencing a story that happened in the media recently in which a gay congressional staffer was caught and fired for allegedly having sex in the Senate hearing rooms.
Right, okay.
Subsequently, the investigation was dropped due to lack of evidence. So I think what he's saying with that is, should have all had gay sex and you'd have got away with all your crimes. When you were sitting there rioting the Capitol, was it the Capitol?
Yeah, the Capitol building.
When you sit there rioting that and like trashing the Senate rooms, maybe you should have had bum fun at the same time. And you would have got away with your crimes.
Maybe.
Does check out. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like an angry Republican gangbang. Sounds fun, doesn't it? Imagine a Republican gangbang. Everyone would be so angry.
I don't know. A lot of those US politicians, I mean, not that the British politicians are sexy by any means, but like, I can't think of many American politicians who I'd be like, whoa.
Well, they're not politicians that are rioting, though. It's members of the public.
No, true, yeah.
So there could be some really hot Republicans.
But didn't they all
maybe the Hodge twins was there. I'd be like, yes, now it's time for a gangbang. It's the Hodge twins. All Blair White.
All Blair White.
I would literally like have a gangbang with her and the Hodge twins. There we go.
Candice Owens' husband.
Candice Owens, I think.
There's another one. There we go.
See, Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's like, oh, little voice like that would really piss me off. Matt Walsh. Somehow I don't think they'd be rioting at the Capitol.
No, I don't. Maybe.
Anyway, nevertheless, an angry Republican gangbang sounds like my sort of vibe. Don't you think a liberal gangbang would be as fun? Because you'd have to fucking... Because you know what? If it was a liberal... I'm going to piss off liberals now, but you'd have to take into account their feelings and what they are and their views on things. You know, I don't top, but I choose not to top.
Yeah, there'd be no throes of passion. It'd be like, you okay?
Yeah.
Can I get you some more water?
It's ma'am!
Well,
sorry, liberal people.
That way, this is not turning into a conservative Republican podcast anytime soon.
You'll see us up next to the Hodge twins. Fuck aiming to be like Luana one day. Let's be like the Hodge twins. But yeah, that story hit the headlines and it did make me laugh.
I didn't hear that one. That's new on me.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other one that hit the headlines this week. As soon as you hear the words Cliff Richard, you're like, "What the fuck are you going to say?" Yeah. Right. So,
I feel a bit sorry for him. Like forever, clearly he's gay and just never come out.
See, you know what the subject of this story is going to be before I even say it, because I say the words Cliff Richard. Yeah. Of course he is. Anyway, Cliff Richard came out this week. Not came out.
Finally.
Not came out. That was bad wording, wasn't it?
Right, so what did he come out to do?
Talking about bad wording though, the Demi Lovato thing I was telling you about this week. She performed the song "Heart Attack" to a show dedicated to people with cardiovascular problems.
You said that's so bad.
And then on September the 11th, she tweeted, "I'm gonna put this airline on blast." Talk about bad timing.
Come on, Demi.
Fucking hell, Demi, get it together.
Stop thinking gauge brain.
Where's that fucking media crew? Like,
stop thinking gauge brain.
God. Anyway, yes, bad timing. But yes, Cliff Richard has said this week, has said this week that he will never speak publicly on his sexuality and he will take it to the grave. He loves the enigma behind his sexuality. I don't know what he's seeing, but it ain't what the rest of the world see. There's no enigma around his sexuality. Guy, you can take it to the grave what you like, but we already know. We already fucking know.
And no one... I don't know, bless him. Nice. I'm sure he's a nice enough guy, but is anyone really like fantasizing about him? I don't see any fan fiction stories about ripping his clothes off.
Oh, I'll take my sexuality to the grave. Okay, babes, you do. You do you. Like,
that's sadder for him than anyone else. Like, do you not think? I don't know. Like,
unless it's going to be something like Savile-esque, where it comes out. Because let's face it, he faced some.
Yeah, he did. Kind of. He did. He was cleared, but it was questioned.
I don't mean nothing. Oh yeah, you were cleared.
I think he was cleared of all wrongdoing. But hey, you're right. It doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
When did you become Cliff Richard's biggest supporter?
No, I didn't.
Fucking hell. Anyway,
my era of music.
I'll say it because I have to. he got cleared of all wrongdoing, allegedly. And he's allegedly homosexual.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
It's the worst case. Listen, I didn't fool anyone when I was trying to play the straight card, so he's not fooling anyone. I am literally less camp than Cliff Richard is, and I'm sitting in a pink room.
I wonder if he's top or bottom.
Oh my god, I was just about to ask the same thing.
I don't know.
I can't imagine Cliff Richard topping anyone.
Oh, I don't want to imagine him bottoming for anyone. Oh,
can you imagine him bottoming?
Yeah.
Sniffing that poppers.
Yeah, true,
opening
yeah.
His,
bending over his piano.
Donnie's like quite Christian though, isn't he?
Yeah, I suppose. But again, hey,
I don't know if he plays piano.
Look at the Catholic Church.
Right, can't start bashing Catholics. We've already bashed liberals. Yeah.
Who else is? Right, who's next?
I think Cliff Richard is probably a massive bottom.
Yeah.
I can't imagine him topping.
Allegedly.
It'd literally be like, imagine him trying to top someone though.
I just rather not. Like, I just imagine his old sweaty face. Oh, no.
I mean, if his face is anything to go by, his scrotum's probably on the floor. Oh, gosh. But yeah, Cliff Richards came out and said, Cliff Richard came out in the media and said he's not going to discuss his sexuality.
Okay, well, that's up to you, Cliff. But I think that's more on you than anyone else.
God, we're so devastated.
I don't know. Like, how do you? I mean, I know he's a celebrity, so you can't really live a normal life, but to have to live it in the closet, I don't know. That's really sad. It's kind of sad. Do you not think?
Well, you say that, but like when I was living it in the closet, I was having some serious fun.
There we go. Maybe he likes the thrill behind the
thrill of getting caught.
Yeah.
I sometimes think though, or the thrill of getting caught in my world was being sucked off in the park. It's not quite the same as being splashed over national news.
No, exactly.
So I don't have the thrill of getting caught's the same. I used to just go around to the local park and get head.
Well, you do you, Cliff. You do you.
Or you keep your secret, babes. We all know it anyway. But
Except for our million listeners now know it as well.
Listen, if I've enlightened someone today about Cliff Richard's sexuality, then they've been living under a fucking rock. And moving on from Cliff.
Yeah.
Gypsy Rose, and I feel like we were going to speak about Gypsy Rose before, and then obviously we had a brief break, so we didn't quite get to give her the justice that she deserves. But anyway, she continues to dazzle in the media and shine like the queen she is. After 8 years behind bars, she's now a social media star.
She is.
People are calling her a sinfluencer. It's a bit deep, isn't it? God,
I quite like that.
She's got 8 million followers on on Instagram. Like, God knows how many millions on TikTok. She's not a sinfluencer.
No.
Fuck me, she killed her fucking mum, but her mum was a fucking bitch.
She was an absolute
Listen, if that was me, listen, I threatened to put a pillow over some woman's head this week because she was pissing my nan off, right? I felt bad today though when I walked to that hospital and she weren't in that bed no more. I thought, oh
God, someone's done it.
Did I tempt fate? I felt bad because in the end she was clapping, bless her, and I thought, oh my God, I threatened to put a pillow over your face. For context, I wasn't actually going to put a pillow over anyone's face. She was really upsetting my nan.
Yeah.
So I sprung into grandson mode and was like, if she continues to fucking upset you.
But they made friends, they made up.
Yeah, I felt a bit bad after all. She was quite sweet.
Yeah.
Not going to lie, walking in and seeing the bed different woman in there today, I was like, oh. Anyway, back to Sinfluencer. Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's quite a cool phrase.
So, yeah.
But I don't know if I'd want to be called a sinfluencer.
Yeah.
Like I'd want an influencer because of my sins.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on what the sins are,
Yeah,
don't it?
well, indeed, yeah. I'm sure there's many OnlyFans influencers
as well. Anyway, nevertheless, she's an influencer now and she's loving life. And
well done, Gypsy.
Obviously, the gays love her.
Yeah.
I love her. Of course.
The whole story is fascinating, and she's come across in her interviews
some of the most
maybe
articulate.
Maybe not dignified, but articulate.
100% dignified. Articulate, dignified. Her composure is just for
Take
someone that's been
responsibility.
through so fucking much. She's literally bossed it, and she's come out and she's admitted it. She said, what more can people say? Like, she's admitted, yeah, I spent 10 years in prison nearly. Like, I did my time. I should have been there.
Yeah.
I should have been jailed. Do I wish my mum was still here? Yeah, I do. Like, but not, you know, it got to a point where when you read into what she's been through.
Yeah, absolutely horrific.
I mean, I've been in some toxic relationships, and I've wanted to do the same, just with some ex-boyfriends.
Yeah, indeed.
So imagine to go through what she's got. But anyway,
for such a long time as well. Yeah, that's totally on her side. She truly what prison is for. Like, she's been rehabilitated.
Yeah, bless her.
And
now she's out living her best life.
Always, yeah.
Fucking sitting there on podcasts, getting more views than we are.
Indeed.
We've been doing this for 6 months, and she comes out after 8 years and does one podcast and it blows up.
I'm surprised she didn't get on the red carpet of the Grammys.
Well, I read somewhere that, because it would have been nice for her, because Taylor Swift obviously made Grammy history. Not that I give a shit about Taylor Swift. But oh my god, did you see how fucking good Beyonce looked at the Grammys?
I know, yeah. Girl. I mean, not surprising, but to be fair.
That was fucking incredible. This is another rant. Taylor Swift's a fucking bitch. Right? And I am going to say this, and I'm probably going to upset people saying this, but I don't care. Taylor Swift is a fucking bitch. Celine Dion has been suffering with stiff person syndrome for so long, and she finally was well enough to walk on stage and present a Grammy. And have you seen it back?
No.
When Taylor Swift just basically takes the Grammy off Celine Dion and just doesn't even acknowledge that she's there. I'm like, girl, these are people that made way for people like you. Oh, I was furious. Watch it back. It might just be bad camera angles, but I'm not apologising.
No, I'm not a Taylor fan.
Well, I don't care for her, but don't diss Celine Dion like that. She's there.
Yeah, she's an
icon, and she's been so poorly. Yeah. She's not been able to perform for God knows how long.
Exactly.
Oh, I was furious.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Anyway, let's move on from Taylor Swift. Going back to Gypsy Rose. Sinfluencer, I'm not sure I like it.
Yeah.
Somebody did say, or people are saying that she's been yassified.
I like that.
Which I think is quite cute.
Yassified.
Yassified. Yeah, girl. That's quite a nice one.
Absolutely. I wonder why, I don't know, I guess us gays have a bit of a liking for the bad, like...
murderers.
Maybe, I don't know if we
cold-blooded killers.
Maybe. I don't know.
He strangled his dad and you're like, yeah, that's hot.
Well, no, I think it's...
How did he do it?
Okay.
He put a knife in him. Oh God, how deep. Maybe we do like murderers, I don't know.
I'm not sure how it goes for murderers, but like, we love a bit of drama, don't we? I think we really...
we're not fucking killing your mother kind of drama.
No, I mean that's an extreme. I'll be fair. To be fair, yeah, it's an extreme.
It's like when on Gogglebox, when one of them went, I don't know, there was 2 gays on Gogglebox years ago, and like there was a show on. I can't remember what it was, but it was a show, and the guy was a terrorist in the show, and the boyfriend went to the other boyfriend. Oh, but we all do love a bad boy. And then he goes, "We're not a fucking terrorist." Depends what he looks like. But no, joking. But yeah, Yassified's quite cool.
I like that term. That's good.
There's been a few new ones this week, but before I go into the new ones, I have to talk about, because we were going to speak about this when we was going to record this last week. Obviously it hasn't happened. Shenanigator is a fucking word that's now been coined. It's now in the Urban Dictionary, which I fucking love. And that is people that instigate shenanigans.
No way.
But if you're middle class, I feel like shenanigans means like sex. So I don't know if I'd like it. I don't know if I'd like it in that kind of area. Like, he's such a shenanigator. Like,
that's a bit wanky.
But it's a bit wanky. A bit. But if it's like for me, a shenanigan is like, oh, let's go for drinks.
Yeah.
So like,
I quite like that in that way.
It's like an American Pie, the Shermanator. Do you remember that?
Oh God.
The Shenanigator. I quite like that one. That was quite good. One I didn't like, and I heard it in the hospital, was Hozzy P. Oh, we're just at the Hozzy P. I'm like, Hozzy P, hospital. It's pretty much the same fucking syllables. Why would you call it that? You know, I hate people that do stuff like that. Millie will be one to probably pick up on this week, because she picked up on the Jamie Oliver pucker thing.
Yeah.
I wanted to...
It sounds a bit like again our favourite podcasters,
Luana,
and all of the shortenings that Anna does. What do they call it? Aneurysms.
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 Yeah, well, these mannerisms are not going to make it into my vocabulary because I fucking hated that one. I was like, you're in the right place because if I hear you say that again, I'm going to punch you so fucking hard. You're going to need A&E. Hozzy P.
Hozzy P. That's
fucking
so ridiculous.
Just say hospital. What's wrong with people? And then there was another one that I heard this week. I didn't like this one, and it's called squish. And it's the equivalent of a crush, but in the asexual community. You see the silence between us both? Squish. Why don't you just say crush? What's the difference?
How is that gendered?
I don't know.
How is that
anyone
gendered?
that listens that is asexual, identifies as being asexual, please educate us because I don't understand it. So I'm not bashing it. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, that's my squish. That sounds like to me, it sounds like someone I've made a beeline at to fuck.
Yeah.
Smash. Maybe I'm thinking of smash. I don't know. Please enlighten us. I'm not asexual, and I don't think I know anyone that identifies as being asexual. So maybe I just don't understand it. In which case, enlighten us.
Yeah.
But the best one for me this week has to be bolt-ons.
Okay.
So bolt-ons has made it into the Urban Dictionary this week, and it's a slang term for a pair of titty implants that look unnatural. Look at those bolt-on titties. I loved it.
Oh,
she's got a right pair of bolt-ons over there. Look, it's just like, I suppose bolt-ons. Like,
yeah.
I loved it.
If they look unnatural, you just like clamp them on.
Boof, pair of bolt-ons. I'm going to use that. I hope this week when I go out for drinks, if I go out for drinks, like, I see someone with a really bad tit job.
So we can use that phrase. Yeah, well done, Urban Dictionary.
Whoever came up with the term bolt-ons for a pair of shitty titties, or titties gone wrong, shitty titties. Please, I just love you, like bolt-ons. Yeah. I found it hilarious.
That's a great.
When I found it and I saw it,
that's a great term.
I had to take a moment. I thought that's so fucking funny. So funny.
That's a good term, and it's so it works. It just works.
You know what? Right, so keeping with like let's keep with like slang terms and things. But before we go on to that, we have completely, and it was in the fucking running order, we've not spoke about our live podcast on the 1st of March.
We have not yet.
Now we've secured everything, so we can
have.
talk about it. So on the 1st of March at 8 p.m. in the Royal George, Soho, in London, we will be doing a live episode, and everyone's welcome.
Yeah, absolutely. Starting from 8, as you said.
Starting from 8 p.m. Please get there earlier. There will be some really cool Read Between the Wines wine available for everybody.
Indeed.
Get it going while it's lasting, because you can see how much we fucking drink on this podcast. It won't be there for long, but yeah, I'm very excited.
Yeah, it's a Friday, so no excuse to wake up to work.
Yeah, it's a Friday.
Indeed.
Lots of wine will be consumed.
Exactly, we wouldn't have it any other way.
Keep a lookout on our social media.
Indeed.
And we will continue to plug it every week until the day.
Indeed.
But yes, Friday the 1st of March at 8 p.m, the Royal George, Soho, just by Tottenham Court Road Station. If you know where GAY used to be, it's literally right next to where GAY used to be. So very easy to get to. Please come along. There will be lots of fun, and we'll be doing this sort of shit in real life.
Exactly.
In person,
exactly.
So, yeah. But anyway, yeah. Plug over. keeping with terms and phrases, because there's been some fucking belters this week.
Okay, good. I like this.
Thought it might be quite fun if we scoured the World Wide Web for some interesting terms and phrases to test out our knowledge.
Okay.
And to see if we know what they are, or are we too old and boring and out of touch with the world.
No, that's directed at me, wasn't it?
No, not really. I listen. There are phrases that I don't know.
Okay.
So I didn't know what a fucking goat was for so long, and people were using it close to me, like Sean and Bluebell. Like my friends were using it, and he kept calling her a goat, and I was like, this is the God's honest truth. It's going to sound like I'm making this up, but I genuinely am not making this up. I didn't know what a goat was, and I thought it was kind of like, why does he keep calling her a goat?
Slagging her off.
Like, well, I found it. I was like, someone called me a goat, I'd have something to say.
Yeah, completely.
But I didn't realise it meant greatest of all time. So is it Drake? It's a Drake phrase, right?
I think there might have been. He might have heard a song called "Goat" or something, but
I don't know.
know.
Someone called me a goat back then.
Taylor Swift's got a song about goat, hasn't she?
Has she?
No, isn't there that famous like?
Yeah. Oh, what's
They
the
put the
song?
Taylor Swift
Yeah.
song with the goat over the dog.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Although this conversation about words and like it suddenly gives me PTSD from our conversation a few episodes ago about Lucky Pierre.
Cum moustache. God, that's taking it back. God, I'm surprised I remember these. That was the Kanye episode.
I think it was, yeah.
That was was it the Kanye episode?
No, I think it was earlier than that. I think it was earlier. Anyway, whatever. It's
Oh, yeah,
giving me
I
all
forgot
these
about
PTSD
that.
things, so I better watch what I say. Actually, no, I'm not going to watch what I say. I'll say what I damn fucking like.
Oh, I forgot about the old cum moustache. Shame that ain't in this one.
Well, we've been there, done that.
Well,
Worn it over our
yeah.
t-shirt.
Not at the moment that I've got tan, it would look wrong.
No, exactly. Yeah.
But obviously being a gay podcast, of course, this is probably going to be gay focused or end up with a touch of explicit content, which of course wouldn't be this podcast without this
Indeed.
podcast. Thank you to the people of Reddit for submitting some of these, as well as forums, websites and the like. So let's,
Great.
yeah,
Okay.
I thought it might be good to put some to the test. Some might be gay,
Absolutely.
some might be not, some might be just phrases, some might be sentences. I don't
Will
know.
some be filthy?
Probably.
That's what our listeners want to know.
Probably. It wouldn't be this podcast, would it? Surprised we've not. As I say,
Well, now that
every
we're
week-
now a conservative.
Oh,
Republic-
actually, top 100 podcast last week. We were
Yeah,
in the top
again.
100 podcast last week.
once again, yes, well done us. We do well. We're pretty good.
Yeah. Just got to get them out on time now. This one's a day late because we had a catastrophic fucking.
Well, circumstances beyond our control, shall
Yeah,
we say?
we got it fixed yesterday, but it was midnight,
We did.
so it was too late to do the episode.
Indeed.
But anyway, back to the matter
Let's
at
go,
hand.
let's
Yes,
go.
it probably will. So the question was asked to various people: the weirdest gay slang or the weirdest slang you've ever heard.
Okay.
So the first person said "het dussy." Het dussy.
Can I get a guess? I'm guessing what this is, right?
Well, I know what it is. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm guessing it's something about heterosexual. So, lusting after someone straight. And I don't know about dussy, but I'm guessing it's like bussy.
Oh, I hate that fucking word. Yeah, you're on the right lines. It's heterosexual daddy pussy.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, yeah.
I just can't imagine using that in everyday life. Like, oh my god, I just want his het dussy.
Yeah, I think
I
that's...
mean, I understand, like, fancying straight people. Like,
Yeah.
as a straight guy, they're never straight when they're around me. Never straight when they're around me. Het dussy. I think that's fucking rotten.
Yeah, I agree with you on the whole, like, bussy phrase as well. I just...
Bussy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't... It's not an attractive word, is
Hasn't
it?
the word bussy been phased? Well, I think we'll come to this, but I think the bussy word has been bussy or bussy, whatever you want to fucking call it, has been like phased out. I think.
Has it?
Well, in the last
Well,
few
thank fuck
years,
for that.
in the last few years, it definitely has, and the reason why I know this is because during I'm not going to say. During a 3 hour in my time a few years ago, I decided to go round to a guy's house, and he said, "Oh God," he said during an act, "Breed that pussy,"
Okay.
which threw me a little bit because I was like, "Oh, I've not heard that."
Yeah.
I've heard bussy and bussy.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
He referred to it as a
Pussy.
his mangina as a pussy. Oh, why am I incriminating myself every time with this? This was years ago. Anyway, bussy, whatever it is. I
Yeah.
fucking hate that word. I think it's
Glad
used,
it's being
it's
phased out.
definitely amongst the younger generation of gays.
Yeah.
It's not been used in my
Yeah,
time.
I agree.
But het dussy, heterosexual daddy,
Daddy
pussy.
pussy. Okay.
God, look at that het dussy over there.
I wonder if they've ever said that about Cliff Richard.
There's nothing het about Cliff Richard. They might be able to use daddy pussy, but there's nothing heterosexual about Cliff Richard. Yeah. Het dussy, I think it's rotten.
Yeah.
That's-
No, in the bin.
Please tell me in what context you would ever use that. I couldn't even imagine it on Grindr. Het dussy for now.
God.
Which one? In
Nothing would
Grindr.
put me off more.
Well, like, firstly, like het dussy for now, if that was on Grindr, or het dussy right now, I'd be like, what does that mean? So I'd have to firstly I would tap them, and then I'd be like, hi.
I just need you to explain.
Looking for
an explanation of what your username is.
Show pics. Let's just clarify what you are at this point. Anyway, fuck that. The next one, I think I suppose it's quite self-explanatory, but I've never used it. It's the word straggart.
Oh, again, I'm guessing this is a. Oh, what? I'm guessing it's a combination of the word straight and faggot, but
it took you that long to come up with
I know,
that.
but what is? I don't really know what that would be. What?
Listen, I was a straggart for 27 years of my life.
Oh, is there someone in the closet, basically?
Well, I assume so.
Okay.
Like, look at that straggart over
I suppose so. I suppose so.
No one ever called me a straggart. If somebody called me a straggart back in the day, I probably would have punched them out. But I was called a lot worse. They say to me, "Gay boy," and I just go, "Yes," and I'm like, "School."
How do they never get?
Gay boy, yes, and I'm like, "Oh shit." Nobody knew, and now they know. Who the fuck was I kidding? Even all those years at drama school, I couldn't fucking put it on. Yeah, straggart I assume is a straight faggot.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it does make me laugh a little bit.
Yeah, that works out.
Cheeky straggart. Scally straggart, that's fucking hot, isn't it? Oh.
I don't get the scally thing.
Oh my god, I do.
I don't know, I don't get.
I was talking about this to Bluebell the other day, like her boyfriend said that he was in the area working in South London. He was like, it's full of scallywags, and I was like, scallywags I'm not for, but if they're scally men, then yes. I totally get it. I totally get the tracksuit, the chav vibe, the chain. Oh god, I don't know what it is. It drives me fucking crazy.
Each to their own. Each to their own.
Oh god, yeah. Anyway, let's move on from that. People now know what my tribe is.
We'll get everyone turning up to the live podcast.
Well, no, the thing is, I find it attractive, but they turn up and they'd be like, let's just clarify one thing. You're not actually like jobless, though, are you? Like, you've been to university, right? You've got a decent job. You're earning over 50k, surely. No, oh, you actually are one of those? Oh no, sorry. I just like your aesthetic. I find your aesthetic a turn on, but if you haven't got a job and you know I'm probably paying for you to be here, it's probably not going to work out, babes.
No, it's on.
So I like the aesthetic of a scally guy, but I couldn't deal with the signing on.
No.
The white lightning and the XL bully. No. Keeping with bussy. So the next one is about bussy. So somebody said, haven't you heard? It's not bussy any longer. It's bunt or munt.
Oh.
Munt. I'm assuming
I don't know what's worse, bunt or munt. They're both awful.
Man cunt. I love that one. I love it. I fucking love it. Oi, let me come here. Let me see your munt.
No, because you know what that makes me think of. I don't know. Maybe it's a phrase of my age, but like a munter means a really ugly looking person.
Yeah, munter does mean that.
No, it's just a bit too close to munter.
I'm assuming bum. One thing we won't do on this podcast, which other podcasts do, is blur out the word cunt.
No.
We thought long and hard about this, about 15 seconds, and then we decided that we weren't going to blur it out because we can talk about what the fuck.
No, exactly. Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
So I'm not blurring the word cunt out. So you're probably going to hear it a few times now. I'm assuming bunt is bum cunt, and I'm assuming munt is man cunt. If it's bussy, if that's the bussy word that it's evolved from. I don't like bun, I like munt. Have you lubed up your munt for tonight?
I wonder if it's like, oh no, I mean, without going down the weird route, boy, it's not a boy thing, is it?
Oh, for God's sake,
no, but like
it paedophilic.
Anyway, either way, those two words are disgusting. But I don't like either of them.
God, there's me saying I like the word munt and bun, and you turned it into something like, now I sound like a fucking predator. Sorry, I'm just pouring some wine. Well, I like it.
Okay, well, yeah, okay.
But to be honest with you, I think the word's quite fun. But if somebody said to me, like, send me a picture of your munt, I'd be like, okay. I don't know what that is. Only to like hear about all these filthy bastards submitting it. I said this. It's an education.
It's an education.
I said this podcast is an education.
I'm learning today.
So am I. I do think though, if you are in like the moment, and you know, I like I've been in situations where like someone's like turn over, I want to eat you or stuff like that. That's fine. Like turn over, I want to rim you. That's fine. But turn over and let me lick your munt.
Yeah, exactly.
So I would be like, what?
So yeah. Oh.
Let me toss your munt. Alright, the more I'm saying it, the more vulgar it's getting.
I don't know, I think because it's just such like an abrupt phrase.
Have you lubed up your munt tonight? Let me breed your munt.
Gotta pound that munt of yours.
Oh, God.
Is that pound that munt sounds like you're in the fucking kitchen making a cake or something.
Oh, it is a horrible word now. I liked it at the start of this podcast.
Maybe we've overused the word munt.
Yeah. Tell us what you think when you listen to this episode, what you think of the word munt. The next one, slightly less sexual, is the gay-triarchy. Fucking love this.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I love that, the gay-triarchy.
Yeah, I get that as
Is
self-explanatory.
that it's like in the hierarchy of gays? But who would be at the top?
Is it
Definitely not Clapham gays, that's for sure. They'd be at the bottom.
No, they'd be fucking scraping the barrel. They'd be the munt of the gay-triarchy. I don't know. Isn't it more about? I'm thinking more in terms of like the patriarchy being like men control things. Is this not more like the gay community having? I don't know. It could very well be the hierarchy of gays as well. I
have no fucking idea. When it comes to the patriarchy, all I think of now is Ken from Barbie. I don't really know what the word patriarchy means, if I'm honest. So the gay-triarchy, I don't know what it means, but I assume it's...
It could be... Hey, if anyone out there knows, let us know again.
Yeah, it could be either. It comes to, like, I don't know, certain gays, the hierarchy of gays.
Let's go with that one. That's a nice...
Clapham gays would definitely be at the bottom of that. Oh. Because y'all dirty.
Slags.
Oh, God, we've pissed off Catholics, we've pissed off liberals. The Clapham gays, we already came for them, like in episode 1 or 2. 25 episodes later,
no one's safe. No one's safe. Hide your kids, hide your...
So moving on to some other ones. The one that I saw was called the doughnut bumper. Now, the doughnut bumper could be anything, right? It could mean, let's assume, being RBTW, that it is filthy.
Yeah.
I think it takes on a few meanings, this one.
Doughnut bumper. Oh, I'm guessing actually this could be lesbian related as well.
Could be.
In which case I'm thinking it's too... I don't know, can I use the word minge? Do minges.
2 minges. Sounds like a book. Have you read 2 minges yet? I love the word minge.
There we go. Better than... Well, we had your 3 words you hate. These are the words you absolutely adore.
These are the words
Munt,
that I love.
minge, M-words.
Sorry, but the word minge is the best word ever. It's the best word ever.
I know you're fond of the word titties as well. So.
Yeah, I love minge. Bet no one thought I'd say that. The word. No, because in Absolutely Fabulous there's a character called Minge.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I don't remember that
episode. Tilly Blackwood, who is an actress that was in Absolutely Fabulous, she coached me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, she coached me when I was a young budding actor. And there's an episode where she has a scene with Minge, the character.
Shout out to Tilly.
And Edina Monsoon and Jennifer Saunders, because the classic line in there was Tilly Blackwood's character's got a dog called Fisty.
Okay.
And Minge is meant to look after the dog while they go to Paris, but Minge said no. So the line is, Minge won't take Fisty. Genius, Jennifer Saunders. Genius. For those that don't know Jennifer Saunders' ways of, like, the mind of Jennifer Saunders and Dawn French and Ruby Wax, you wouldn't have got that joke. I got it, girl. I got it.
Wins don't like Christy.
But donut bumper is when a woman... This is a woman who has sex with women and they bump their donuts together.
Yeah. Okay.
I've heard of, like, scissored.
Yeah, scissoring. I thought that was the thing.
They never actually scissor, though, do they, women? Like, you hear it when you...
I mean, that's more about the legs rather than the minge.
But, I mean, I'm no expert on female anatomy, but surely that doesn't do anything. Bumping your fucking vaginas together.
Donut bumping. I don't know. Maybe it does.
I don't know. Please enlighten me, lesbians. Let us know. Has anyone bumped donuts together? We wouldn't bump our arseholes together, would we? Oh, I suppose, like, men dock.
Yeah, I don't know if it's quite the same, but again, I'm open to be told otherwise. I mean...
Is it not the same? Men dock?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Not if it's two circumcised men, you can't dock.
No, it's a bit harder with that.
A little bit harder? It's impossible. How can two circumcised men dock?
If your foreskin's loose enough, you could...
But
sorry, not the foreskin, but the flappy bit. The flappy bit that remains.
Listen, I wouldn't dock anyway. But as an uncircumcised male here, I wouldn't do it anyway. Okay. I don't know how a circumcised man would do it. Like, what, you're going to pull your fucking...
Really stretch it out.
You'd be there for ages though, wouldn't you? Like, you'd be like, girl, this is not working.
Yeah, no, maybe there's something not for you. Maybe not for you.
Oh god, we ain't spoke about docking really on this podcast, have we?
I think we talked about it once because we talked about Starship Enterprise.
I can hear Millie saying in my head now, what's this? WhatsApp me after this episode and I'll tell you.
We did, because remember we talked about Starship Enterprise colliding.
Two colliding, yeah. We did. Fuck me. That must have been early days, right?
Yeah, I think that was early doors.
Well, anyway, if you donut bump or you dock, you do you.
Yeah.
I've never done either.
No, I haven't either. I couldn't do one. I can do either, actually.
You can't dock, but what, you can rub your vagina.
No, I was thinking I can donut bump, but I can't do that either.
Well, you don't have a vagina.
I don't have a foreskin either.
Oh, God. Fucking hell. We're telling everyone different shit.
Well, you know. It's a bearable podcast.
Yeah, moving on from docking and donut bumping. The next one's called a Game of Flats.
Game of Flats? Well, clearly I like a play on Game of Thrones, but Game of Flaps I would get.
I mean, I don't think he's a play on Game of Thrones, if I'm honest.
Oh. All I can think of is... Oh, no, I can't... I have no idea what that is.
Well, this one was around when you was a kid. So this is a 17th century term for lesbian sex because it could be visualised by rubbing two playing cards, aka flats, together. So This was pre-donut bump. They used to... Now that I could get on board with because I could imagine like...
I guess the rubbing sensation, yeah.
A little...
Stimulating the...
Clitoris. That would mean as a third person though, wouldn't it? Well, yeah, I can get that, but again, women tell me if I'm wrong.
There we go. Game of Flats.
You could do that. You could rub your bell end against someone. You don't need to be uncircumcised for that. I don't know if that would be very nice though.
Friction. You'd be prone to friction burns.
Also, I just wouldn't be into it. Like, if someone said, let's rub our bell ends together, I'd be like, can't we just like give each other head or jerk each other off? Or...
What is it when you rub the two penises together? That's got a name, hasn't it? That's a phrase. I can't think of what the phrase is, but I know. I've
seen it happen.
Yeah.
In fact, I've done it. Like, I've had...
Frotting, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
frotting.
I've been in situations with partners where we've jerked off, like...
Yeah.
You've held each together. God, I hope my family ain't listening to this episode. But yeah, I kind of get that, the Game of Flats thing, right?
Okay, yeah.
You know, it's lesbian based tonight, girls. Yeah. We're giving you the
all inclusive.
Yeah, we're giving the lesbians some exposure tonight. Next one's a Gillette blade. I mean, this one is a little weird.
A Gillette blade.
You got any idea?
No. A close shave? Close shave? I don't know.
So this one is from the 1950s, and it means a bisexual woman because she cuts both ways.
Oh, okay.
Don't know if I'd be like, oh, have a look at her. She's a Gillette blade. Like,
wait,
a Gillette blade in the corner. Like, it's very manly.
Unless Gillette blades have changed, you couldn't. I don't think that actually cuts both ways, does it?
Well, I imagine it goes up and down. No, I don't know. I weren't around in the 1950s.
I don't know.
I don't know what they were like.
There we go. Okay, that's fair. Makes sense.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if it would be the term that I would ever use.
Why? If only only a bisexual woman.
Well, it could be a man.
Could be a bisexual man as well, right?
But it's not.
It's not. Fair enough.
Giving it to the lesbian.
Okay.
The next one is stirring the bean curd.
Oh,
this one sounds
disgusting.
rotten.
Yeah. I mean, I've got so many nasty images in my head right now. Well, actually, I'll go for this. Is that female masturbation?
No. I suppose you're on the right path, but it's not female masturbation.
Right, come on then, let's see.
It's the English translation of a Chinese term for lesbian sex.
Oh.
Stirring the bean curd. That is horrible.
They love a bit of bean curd in China.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, all their dishes are, well, maybe not all their dishes, but they love bean curd's a big thing there.
Are we talking about lesbians or are we talking about
I'm
food?
talking about actual bean curd.
What is a bean curd?
It's...
Apart from lesbian sex, what is a bean curd? Because I always think of like lemon. Lemon curd. No?
Yeah,
right,
so
what's
it's like...
bean curd?
I'm guessing it's like really like mushed down beans to make it into like a paste. Oh. I mean, I wasn't going to eat it before, but I'm definitely not going to eat it now. I
can't. That's disgusting. Anyone, if I ever go anywhere and bean curd is on the menu, I'll be like, fuck off. Next one's man scissor. This one's a bit obvious, like man scissor.
Oh, that's two men doing...
It's when two gay guys try to scissor like lesbians. They face opposite directions and are able to fuck each other in the arse at the same time. Now, when I read this, I tried to imagine this and I can't. It says they face opposite directions and are able to fuck each other in the arse at the same time. I tried to work this one out and I was like, how?
I mean, I don't quite know how that would work.
I don't know, I sound really inexperienced now and I'm a total slut, so I should know this.
It must be quite a flexing act to get that to work.
Hold tight on this one, I'll let you know. The next one is Potato Queen.
I don't know. This is already making me think. Ugh.
No, this isn't actually what you think it would be.
Potato Queen.
So this is...
someone with like a huge vagina.
No, it's actually not to do with women. It's... a potato queen is a gay Asian male who is predominantly attracted to only white gay males. Do we look like potatoes? Well, I don't know, this tan. Burnt one. Like a fucking burnt one.
A baked one.
A baked potato.
I don't know, yeah, I don't... Well...
Where do people come up with these?
Yeah, where the fuck?
People
got too much time on their hands.
A potato queen sounds like an Irish drag queen.
Does indeed.
Like, how does people come up with this shit?
Potato queen. Yeah, I don't get that one entirely. I don't get the official meaning, but you know.
I don't know.
Again, not applicable to me.
But then, keeping with that, a bean queen apparently is also a gay man attracted to Hispanic men. I'm sensing there's a food fucking theme.
Oh, I guess, yeah, because
Mexican beans,
yeah.
But we're a shitty potato, English Jersey Royal.
We always get the fucking bad options, don't we? And
we've kind of said this one already, hetty, which is obviously heterosexual. Right?
Yeah.
That's not really that.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
Ring snatcher. Oh God, this sounds a bit rapey.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's to do with bumholes.
Well, would hope so. Ring snatcher. It's during sex the person who performs the bottom roll.
Just call him a bottom.
Yeah,
you don't need another phrase for it.
There's no way I'm going out after a night out and going, "Are you the ring snatcher?"
Yeah.
Sounds like something from fucking Lord of the Rings. Sounds like fucking Hobbit would say. Oh, I must find the ring snatcher. Yeah, unless you're fucking Gollum, then I think that's off the.
Or Ghostbusters as well, the original Ghostbusters.
Let's go back to Mordor to play who's the ring snatcher. Just call yourself a bottom.
Yeah, I hate when people create other phrases or terms for exactly the same thing.
I feel like just downloading Grindr now and just putting that as my bio just to see how many people would message. Fucking weird. This one, Saturday Night Lesbian. I mean, it's
I mean, I'm guessing that's just a woman who on Saturdays
likes to be licked out.
There we go.
So the term for lesbians who present themselves as heterosexual on their normal weekdays, but maybe in the closet to friends and co-workers.
Okay.
Fair. I was probably a Saturday night gay for many years.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Oh, and then now we're moving into a little bit more gay phrases here now.
Okay,
we gave you the lesbians. We gave you some airtime. The next one's called auntie.
Is that like an older, fun man that you're not attracted to?
So it's a sissy older gay man or a manly older gay man who may be sissy when he's with his close friends. He likes to take care of his gay daughters.
Okay.
I quite like that.
Yeah, I get that.
That's quite nice.
Not quite a daddy.
Not quite a daddy, but he's an auntie.
A bit more caring.
Let's get auntie out on the drinks. Quite like that one. This one, cokedick.
Oh. That's not when you snort a line off someone's knob.
I mean, I would hope not.
Makes me think of Jinx Monsoon's joke about Frank Sinatra.
I was doing a line of cold coffee, and Frank Sinatra's penis is so big.
How big was it?
When I was doing a line of cold coffee, I had to stop halfway to catch my breath.
No, come on then. What is
coke
dick?
Dick is it's not snorting a line of coke off of someone's dick. It's not being able to get the dick up despite serious efforts, because they've been off their face on cocaine. Now that happens with alcohol, so I can believe. I've never taken a drug or even smoked a cigarette in my life, but I can imagine it happens.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's true.
There's two meanings to this. This one, the next one, is when he puts cocaine on his dick and shoves it in your arsehole. My arse is off its face.
I wonder what would happen. Like, surely you can't get high if you have cocaine around your bum.
But don't it go into your bloodstream?
Well, not... I don't know.
Listen, I've never taken cocaine in my life. I've never taken a drug in my life. But I think...
you'd have to... I don't know. I
can't ever think what a waste.
What... what a waste if you're obviously spending all that money on coke and just shoving... But you'd have to shove it in really deep, I think, to get any... I don't know.
Well, I'm going to Google this and get...
Let's have a look.
Let's park this one, because I want to know more about this now. Not because I plan to fucking do it, because I don't. But what the benefits are.
Yeah, what the benefits are, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
If anyone's got coke dick, or anyone's had coke dick, please let me know. What about missing out on? Next one's homo flexible.
Oh, that's either a bisexual man or a...
Listen, there's no such thing as bisexual. I'm joking. So this one is a person who's mostly attracted to the same sex gender, but can on occasions be attracted to the opposite one. So it's a homosexual guy who on occasions can... I would say that's probably, not so much now, but I would probably lean more to that than being bisexual. Okay. I don't think I'm bisexual, but I think I would... Out of the two, I'd call myself homo flexible.
Okay, fair enough.
I suppose I'm predominantly attracted to men, but there has been occasions where I've stirred the bean curd. We've got... I think we've only got two more.
Okay. Let's hear them.
Couple more.
Okay.
A vegetarian. Now, these obviously have meanings, but they have other meanings in the gay and LGBTQ+.
Someone who doesn't suck dick.
Yeah, well, someone... Do you want be a bit more specific.
A man who doesn't suck dick.
It's a homosexual male who will not give oral. Never met one.
No, I've never.
In my life.
No.
No. Don't know. I don't think... I don't think I want to meet one, to be honest. I certainly wouldn't be entertaining a guy that didn't want to give oral sex.
What does that mean? A vegan, someone who doesn't rim either.
Oh.
Doesn't do dick or arse.
Probably.
The bloody vegans have no fun, do
That's
they?
a liberal. Yes, the gay.
An older gay man?
No, so this is a gay man who now refers to himself as straight.
Oh.
But he's not.
Bullshit.
So I suppose yesterday, like I was gay yesterday, but that's lies. That's lies. And then the final two, I love this one.
Okay, save the best till last.
Well, it's lesbian.
Oh, a celibate lesbian?
No, not quite. It's a celebrity lesbian.
Oh, celebrity.
A famous lesbian is a lesbian. I love that celesbian. Who would my favourite celebrity lesbian be? Miriam Margolyes. That hands down is the celesbian.
I would agree.
Me.
Yeah.
And then the last one is a daikon.
Well, an iconic lesbian.
Well, yeah, it's a famous woman again.
Yeah.
Not necessarily gay, but who is popular among queer women and is seen as a gay icon. So we have gay icons.
Again, Miriam Margolyes.
They've got daikons, yeah, but she's gay. Doesn't have to be a lesbian.
No, that's true. Okay, yeah, that's true.
Could just be like, I don't know, a woman that everyone loves. Margot Robbie's probably a daikon.
Oh, yeah, good point, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Oh, well, I've learned some things today.
So have I.
Yeah. I know. I've learned never to use the word bunt or munt in public.
We'll save that for the 1st of March.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, education complete. We've learnt a lot. Probably disclosed too much, as we always fucking do on this podcast. But,
I can always.
We'll shut the dictionary tonight.
Dictionary,
yeah. I knew that was coming. We'll shut the dictionary for this evening and wrap this one up.
Indeed, yeah. Well, we hope to have enlightened everyone on something, at least one new phrase. Enlightened,
educated, scarred, disturbed. We're all living for everything.
Don't let it ever be said you don't learn from this podcast.
But we will be back next week with a new episode. Please like, share, subscribe, give us a 5-star rating.
Yeah, it makes
and remember,
so much difference.
It does, and we are on all platforms. Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Prime, Audible, all that jazz.
Exactly, we can find us everywhere.
We do have a TikTok, but we've not been posting on it because we've been really shit, but you can have a look, and it is
RBTW official.
And yeah, up until so the countdown begins for
the
live one on the 1st of March.
1st of March, put it in your diaries.
1st of March, 8 PM, Royal George, Soho. It's going to be a fucking belter.
Absolutely, but you'll hear from us next week beforehand.
Course. And we will be shoving it down your throat every week until the live show.
Exactly.
But yeah, reach out to us if you want enlightening on any of these phrases today. And please, if anyone, I will repeat, if anyone's had cokedick or is cokedick, then please let me know because I am fascinated by this. But we shall see you on the next episode.
Yeah, indeed.
Laters.
Bye.